Your Highness, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends and colleagues, Masa al Khair. Thank you for giving UNICEF the opportunity to speak about the situation in the region as we commemorate the International Day to Protect Education from Attack. We salute the extraordinary efforts that the state of Qatar has been championing over a number of years to continue to highlight the importance of protecting education from attacks in the region and around the world. Schools are a place of sanctuary, a place where children are able to learn, grow, foster their potential, acquire the skills they need for the future, ask questions, and be challenged to solve problems. But schools go beyond learning. They're a place to give the child confidence, a place where children play, make friendships that often last a lifetime, and mostly a place where children are safe. Sadly, very often, the sanctuary of schools has been severely violated in the region. Many schools have become unsafe for children in this region. Attacks on schools are one of the 6 grave violations of children's rights. This region continues to record the highest numbers of attacks against schools and educational facilities. Last year alone, the UN verified 204 attacks on education facilities and personnel in the following order: Syria, Yemen, Libya, Sudan, Iraq, and the state of Palestine. An additional 82 documented cases of using schools for military purposes were recorded. Some schools saw attacks while children were inside the schools. It is very hard to imagine the impact this has on the well-being of a child. Seeing the place that they consider the safest being shattered in front of their very eyes, and in some cases, witnessing friends and teachers injured or in some cases killed. And at the same time, schools can be rebuilt. Children can return so that the space can be reclaimed and be there for children and learning again. Earlier this year, I visited a school in northwest Syria in the southern part of Idlib Governorate. Idlib Governorate, as many of you recall, witnessed extremely heavy violence in the first few months of 2020 and previously. And yet there, in the small village, children who had been displaced to many different places were learning together again. There was nothing more heartwarming than seeing dozens of children back in school, learning, smiling, and restoring slowly their sense of confidence and safety while being at school. To conclude, I would like to reiterate UNICEF's commitment to join hands with everyone who can help to protect education from attack, an agenda that is at times a matter of life and death for too many of the children in the region. Schools, kindergartens, playground, and other educational facilities must be spared at all times, including and especially in times of fighting. This is a call here on behalf of millions of children in conflict-affected countries in the region, to all parties of the conflict and those who have influence over them. Protect schools at all time in line with international humanitarian law. Shukran jazilan.